Welcome back. This is the StarCraft 2 World Championship Series Asia Finals. We are just about to start the winner bracket finals. I'm Rob Simpson. This is Artosis, and up next we have got SKT Rain against Liquid Hero.
And I mean, this is going to be an amazing match. Before we did see Hero go up against Rain in the GSL.
And how did that go?
Slaughtered him. Like it was a 3-0. It was kind of brutal. But Rain is really the best PvPer, I think, and that's why I chose him to win this tournament. Hero, on the other hand, has done a very good job in PvP in this tournament. So we're going to have to see if he can actually take Rain out this time. First map, gonna be Daybreak.
Ooh. PvP happening on Daybreak. And up here, right side of the map, his team shirt's blue, so is his race play for this match. Liquid Hero. His opponent is going to be SKT Rain on the other side of the map. A lot on the line here because you want that guaranteed $9,000. Oh, minimum.
God, that is so much money.
Oh,
so that's second place at $9,000.
Yeah, and not only that, but you want to be in the grand finals waiting where one of your two potential opponents is someone that you've already beaten.
That's true. That's very true. And of course, you start off with that best of 3 lead. You know, if you win one best of 3, if you win the winner bracket.
Best of 3,
yeah, it's pretty strong. So, you know, as mentioned before, Rain is so solid PvP. I mean, he can absolutely be beaten. It's possible. But he really understands unit compositions. He knows when to give up an expansion. And he especially knows how to maneuver his units in the late game. So if he gets there, I feel like Hero is going to be in complete trouble. Hero has to kill him early.
And that's what we've seen Hero do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's how Hero got through his match against Parting.
Yeah, he certainly did. Like, quite a rush on Antigua. Very strong rush. Not doing it this time because it is a 13 gate, though. So we'll see what he actually goes with here. This map, pretty decent for DTs, pretty decent for Phoenixes. And, of course, you can do a whole range of builds, but I feel like he might do one of those.
Rain intelligently scouting that position that we saw hail a very, very wild early double gate proxy earlier today, and wants to make sure that nothing crazy happens here. Oh, we already see 2 gas coming out of Rain.
Yeah, and those 2 gas, normally right now in Korea, if you get your 2 gas at the same time, it normally means you're going to go for a fast expansion with the robotics.
Oh.
In general. I didn't see the exact time of that. Sometimes a double gas build can mean like a DT build, but this time I'm going to go ahead and lean towards Rain is going to go for some sort of robo build. But we will see.
No, that is going to give him so much gas very quickly. Do you put all 6 on there, or is it something tricky like 4?
Well, right now he has all 6. So, I mean, that's pretty heavy as far as gas mining for sure. Which, again, it could be some sort of DT build. Like, the DT builds are not bad here at all. But, anyways, Hero going to go ahead and scout this, see exactly what's going on. The fact that the 2 gases are already fully mining. And as soon as we have the Stalker almost out, we should see the tech path of Rain.
Okay.
And that's what's really interesting here, because so far, Hero, it looks pretty normal overall. He's getting a Stalker. I mean, it looks to me like he might be doing maybe some sort of Blink build.
Okay. Do you always chrono boost out the first Stalker?
Almost always.
Almost always.
It's
Okay.
very rare that you see someone not chrono boost out that first Stalker. It's just so useful to get them out of your base.
Okay. Whoa,
and he has a Sentry actually popping out. And another Sentry on the way.
Now, did he see the second gas, though?
Oh, we have both players.
He does see the second gas.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
both of them now do go for 2 gas.
So both players are actually going Stargate. This is really cool. And Rain, Hero has actually studied Rain a lot because he had to play him in GSL. Rain, in the last couple weeks, 3 weeks or so, he's played a lot of PvPs. In none of them did he go double gas at the same time into Stargate. His Stargate builds all are gas and then another gas later on. So this is kind of a mind game by Rain. And also, I want to point out, when both people go Stargate, I'm fairly certain, and from the pros I've talked to, overall, I'm pretty sure you just have to make nonstop Phoenixes.
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah. Now, so the one thing that worries me a little bit about what Rain is doing, and this is just looking at the units that he's been building, right, he has built a couple of sentries out there. The Hero, on the other hand, has not done that. So really the only thing that he's done with that extra gas is build those sentries. Other than that, they're pretty much on the same timing. Now, sentries are so susceptible to Phoenixes.
It's so true. It really is. But you have to watch out, because if you get a couple extra hits on their Phoenixes, Phoenixes, Rob Simpson, I don't know if you knew this, but they can move and attack at the same time.
What?
Yeah, no, I know, it's craziness.
Phoenixes are so good.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you get the more damage on your opponent's Phoenixes, you just follow them as they run, and you kill them. So it's a very fragile thing to actually harass each other when you're both going Phoenix. In fact, the Phoenixes are all in the middle of the map.
Oh, we don't quite see a skirmish just yet. Rain is scrambling to get over to Hero's base as soon as possible, but when he gets there, Hero is just about to have that third Phoenix pop out. Oh, and they are going to potentially go for an attack.
Oh,
now Hero has three. Hero has 3 Phoenixes out here, so Rain has to run.
And now that he's actually lost a Phoenix, this is a huge deal, and he looks like he may lose this other one as well. Hero taking a strong early lead.
Oh, does not get the Stalkers in position fast enough. They end up completely trading because they started attacking at the same time.
Yeah, that was wild, man. He actually traded 2 for 2.
If only one Stalker had gotten out there and gotten literally one shot, that would have changed it.
It would have changed the whole math of this game, but as is, they're pretty close in Phoenix production overall.
And now they're both just about to get up to their 27th probe. Now we see that Hero has gone to take his expansion.
I like it. I think that's the correct thing to do here. I mean, when you're both going Phoenixes, you can't really attack each other. You don't have a lot of ground units. But Rain right now is adding another gateway. So he's going up to 3 gates and a Robo, which, I mean, normally you would just take a Nexus, but is he going to do that?
Looks like that's what he's preparing to do. Yep, as he moves all the forces down and adds the pylon to protect down at the natural.
Yeah, the problem is going to be that it's a lot later than his opponent's Nexus.
And like, if you start doing this like back and forth thing in the center of the map, how do you stop for long enough to spend 400 minerals on that Nexus?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. So right now, Hero is actually at 5 Phoenixes against 5 Phoenixes.
Oh, he does get up into Rain's mineral line, picks up a couple of probes there, and immediately gets out.
Yeah, you have to do that. You're so close to his Stargate, he can get that 6th Phoenix and start chasing you down if you don't just prematurely get out. You just have to get out of there. So still both players producing a lot of Phoenix, and in fact, Rain is going for it, man. He is not making a Nexus.
Whoa, yes, Rain going for the big push out here. Now chasing on with those Phoenixes. Oh, but Hero actually marginally outnumbers him as far as Phoenix count goes. We saw one of them go down, getting off those volleys. 2 of Hero's Phoenixes are just so very low right now, but Rain cannot close in on them.
Now, Rain's still no Nexus. He's still making a little bit of probes.
Also no forward pylon.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more confused
I think we're
as to what he's doing.
I would imagine that a Nexus has to be what we see.
I guess
because he doesn't have that probe out there, unless that one unit moving across. No, that's just another Phoenix.
They both are at 7 Phoenixes right now, and still no. I mean,
still nothing that those minerals have been spent on. They have been sitting in the bank. They don't get you interest in StarCraft.
No, they don't. I mean, we patched the bunker. That no longer occurs. So, I mean, Hero right now, actually, he's getting a Twilight Count, so this is very interesting. Going to start harassing with these Phoenixes as well. He has to be careful. If these all get caught by more Phoenixes.
Uh-oh. Well, now the Phoenix skirmish ensues.
What a funny-looking battle.
Oh, wow. And all of Hero's Phoenixes have been destroyed.
That is strong right there from his opponent. The fact that he now has Phoenixes and his opponent does not. In fact, he's going to have 4 Phoenixes against 0, so he can actually start some harassment with these. And this is what you're afraid of in Phoenix vs. Phoenix. If you end up losing all yours and they still have a decent amount, their attacks are going to be strong.
And now we have that 1 sentry. He does not have enough sentries out there to keep that ramp blocked, but Rain, again, still does not have a pylon out in the front, so he's not going to be able to reinforce. He has gone for his Nexus behind this.
And, you know, the one thing I have to point out here is, even though he won the Phoenix battle, it may not end up mattering this game. In most games, I feel like it will. But with how quickly that Nexus came down in comparison, there's how do you beat someone who just has such a better economy than you, even if you kill their Phoenixes off?
Well, and he's been up like 10 probes pretty much for the entire time, and this is just going to get more and more painful for Rain. All right, so there it is. There's the pylon that he would have loved, I imagine, a little bit sooner. Oh, picking up at least one of those stalkers up there in the main, picking up a second one as well. This is why those Phoenixes are so important.
Yeah, and look at this. He's going to go to town on these probes now. Yeah, you don't want to lose your Phoenixes in this. He may be able to come back despite the fact his Nexus is like minutes later than Hero's. It's a possibility. Look at the supplies. They're getting closer and closer, but Hero has so many more probes right now.
44 to the
28.
Small 28 now, just finishing up those other two and climbing up to 30 relatively soon, but man, that really puts you very far behind.
Yeah, it does.
Anytime that your opponent can get an expansion. Oh, whoa! Getting out there, lifting up a couple more of those Stalkers, but there's a lot of Stalkers out there. He's taking lots of damage. Even saves one of the Stalkers by killing the Phoenix that had the beam on it.
Not the most efficient way to go about this. And, well, I mean, this... What can Rain do from here? Because Hero still has this big probe lead. Well, actually, it's not as big as it was. It's
I mean,
37 to 48 now.
It stayed at like 10-ish, right? And so as you continue to both build probes, that 10 becomes less and less significant. But really, it's just lasted for so very long. Hero decides, well, I'm going to build Colossi instead.
Yeah, he's starting to transition into normal play, but don't forget that there's still this little advantage of having the Phoenixes around, where you're going to have some extra Stalkers. You don't necessarily want your composition to block them. You're still going to be losing probes here and there, and in fact, look at this. Going in here to kill off a few probes. There is Blink research all done, but he just wants to kill off a lot of probes.
Oh, wow. He had gotten in there and killed just so many. As a matter of fact, now Rain has the lead as far as the probe count goes. 43 to 42, so he has done a great job closing that gap, making use of all of those Phoenixes that he had, and really getting back in the game. He now has supply lead as well.
That's right. Rain fighting back here despite the super fast expansion by Hero.
Oh, man.
And he is going to fly through, kill some more, but he does lose another Phoenix, unfortunately, for Rain. But, again, as you said, Rob, he has that supply lead, which is very, very important.
Well, the Phoenixes have done the work that he needed them to do. They got out there, they killed more probes. Yeah, he can start losing them now. Now, having them would just be a bonus in the coming engagement.
And another thing here is that we already have Colossus production for Hero. His first Colossus just popped out. His second Robo is going to